I'm Avril. This class is going to be a Vinyasa Flow focusing on core strength and hip opening. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start in child's pose. So this is going to be our first hip opener for today. So we're going to bring our big toes to touch. Knees are going to be nice and wide. And then just start to walk the hands out. Forehead can come to the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can always bring a book or a block or whatever you have at home underneath your forehead. And then just start to drop the sit bones towards the heels. Maybe find a little sway side to side at the start. And relax the shoulders away from the ears. Finally finding stillness. And then just start to notice your breath. Start smoothing out the inhales and lengthening the exhales. And then straight away coming to that Ujjayi breath. So deep inhales through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Nice audible breath that can stay with us throughout class. If you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, I invite you to do so now. Something that will make the yoga a little bit bigger than what we do on our mats today. It can be a wish, a prayer, you can dedicate it to someone or something. We'll seal in that intention with one more round of breath. And then let's transition onto all fours. So move gently, we're still trying to wake up the body. And then we're going to bring the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread those fingers nice and wide. A little bit of a bend in the elbows. And we're really gripping into our mat, pressing into the tops of the feet. On an inhale, drop the belly, look up for our cow pose. And then exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine, drop the head, arch the back. Inhaling to your cow. And then exhaling to your cat. Maybe you can keep the eyes closed here. Finding your own breath, your own rhythm with the movement. Inhaling to your cat, cow. Exhaling to your cat. And then just start to make the movement bigger. So bring in some intuitive movement. Maybe rock the hips side to side. You can get the head and neck involved. You can flip the palms, bring those fingertips towards the knees. So this can be as big or small as you want it to be. Just try and breathe into any little tight spaces that you might find. And then let's come back to that tabletop position. So setting up on all fours. And our gaze is down, our neck is nice and neutral. We're still pressing up and out of the hands. We're not collapsing into the shoulders. We're going to bring that left foot back, flex the foot towards the mat, and then lift that leg. So we're trying to keep the hips nice and even here. We're going to lift that right hand up, almost like we're shaking somebody's hand for supine balance. Keep breathing, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Inhale. And then exhale, let's bring that elbow towards the knee. Curl it up. Inhale, kick it out. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Hold this time. Really press up and out of that left hand. And then inhale, kick it all the way back out. Drop that right hand down. Straight away, we're going to bring that right leg nice and long. And left hand lifts like we're shaking someone's hand. Gaze is down. Press up and out of that right hand. Inhale just where you are. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, kick it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, kick it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract, hold this time. Really, really curl up into a ball. And then exhale, lengthen. Drop that left hand down, tabletop position. So this time, left leg's going to come nice and long. I'm going to lift that left leg up. And then we're going to bring that left knee towards that left tricep. Gaze at that left knee. Exhale, kick it back out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Drop that left leg down. Right leg comes up. Inhale where you are. Exhale. Right knee, right tricep. Kick it back out. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. And then let's drop that right knee down. Straight away, we're going to come to extended puppy pose. So you're going to start to walk the hands out. Bring that forehead down to the mat. Tailbone comes nice and high. Elbows are off the mat and we're pressing into the index finger and thumb. Maybe you can bring that nose to the mat, that chin to the mat if you're feeling open already. Just be where you are. A couple of breaths here. Just opening the heart space. Maybe if you like, you can find a little rock side to side with that tailbone. And then start to carve a line with your nose, bringing the nose back up, walking the hands back in, shoulder distance apart. Claw into your mat, tuck your toes under. First downward facing dog, lift those hips nice and high. So hollow out the belly, press the mat away with your hands. Shoulders are away from the ears, so external rotation, the upper arm bones. Drop the heels towards the mat. It doesn't matter if they don't reach. Keep breathing here. Maybe walk out your dog. Pedal the feet. Same intuitive movements we took in that cat-cow. Whatever you need here. Let's all find stillness, keeping that ujjayi breath going. Then we're going to lift onto our toes, bend the knees, look to our hands, and make our way to the front of our mats. So forward fold at the front of our mats. Feet hip distance apart. Can grab opposite elbows, bend the knees if you like. Rock it out side to side for ragdoll. Letting the head and neck relax here. So not holding any tension in the neck. Release the hands, come to the mat, forward fold. We're going to tuck the chin, bend the knees. Let's roll it up to extended mountain. Should feel nice, rooting to rise, pressing into those feet. And then reaching high, bringing your gaze up, pinkies in, triceps forward. And then exhale, side body stretch to the right. Bunk the hips to the left. Elbows are behind the ears. You can bring the gaze up. Inhale back through center, reach up. Exhale, let's take it to the other side. Keep breathing, press into the feet evenly. Inhale back through center, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, let's swim the hands behind the back, take a shoulder in, so draw the knuckles down first, then away. Maybe we start to open up, bring our gaze higher, and then let's bend into the knees, draw the chest towards the thighs. Keep our binds, rock that upper body side to side here. Release our bind, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Draw the belly in, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's sweep all the way up, extended mountain, reach up, look up. And then exhale, soften and bow, soft knees. Head can hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the feet, bend the knees, step or hop it back, high plank. So press the mat away, broaden the upper back body. Really broaden across the collarbones here. And then we're going to shift forward onto our toes, gaze forward, lower all the way down onto our bellies. Press the feet into the top of the mat into the, tops of the feet into the mat. And then we're going to inhale to our baby cobra. Exhale, forehead back down to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Inhale where you are and press up, high plank. Inhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out if you need to. And then let's find stillness. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, make your way to your front hands. Halfway lift when you get there. Inhale, exhale, bow. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain, look up, reach up. And then exhale, we're gonna bend into our knees, coming to our chair pose, Utkatasana. So look down, make sure you can see your toes. Feet can be hip distance or together. If they're together, try and have a little bit of space between your heels. You can cactus the arms if those shoulders are feeling a little tight here. Keep breathing. Draw the belly in, up towards your spine. We're here for 2 more breaths. Maybe we bring the hands together, a prayer, sink a bit lower. And then inhale, let's reach it up, extended mountain. Exhale, soften and bow forward, full, let it go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, frame the feet. Let's flow through our vinyasa. So step back to high plank, shift forward, lower halfway down. Maybe we come to up dog this time. And then inhale, up and back, downward facing dog. So from here, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Gonna bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Keep breathing, press into both hands evenly. Maybe lift the right knee a little higher, gaze under that left shoulder. And then come up onto your left toes, and we're gonna exhale that right knee to the right tricep. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, step it all the way through crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, set it up from the ground up and then roll up, draw the belly in. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and then extend your arms. So pinkies in, plenty of space between the shoulders and the ears. Nice and grounded in our crescent warrior. And then we're gonna get nice and light in that back left foot. And then on an inhale, we're gonna draw that left knee in towards the chest. Hands come together, a prayer. Elbows out to the side. And then really engage your core here. We're gonna start to hinge forward at the waist, start to kick that left foot back, coming to airplane pose. Try and keep the chest a little open. You can bring the hands to the hips to even out the hips here. Keep breathing. Strong through the core. Start to come all the way forward, bringing that left knee back in towards the chest. Lots of control here. Exhale, let's kick it back out. Flex that left foot towards the mat. Inhale, bring it back in. Last one, exhale, airplane pose. Start to bend into that right knee and with control, drop that left foot back. Set up your crescent lunge. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, frame the front foot. Take the right foot back, high plank. Maybe we shift forward with that right leg up. Inhaling to our back bend. And exhaling up and back, downward dog. Let's recenter here. A few breaths in down dog. Then left leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Keep breathing. Come up onto your right toes and then exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee into nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot all the way through crescent lunge. Set it up with your foundation and then roll up nice and slow. Maybe a little bit of a bend in that back knee, bringing our pelvis nice and neutral. So Uddiyana Bandha here, core engage, core lock. Get nice and light in that right knee, and then right knee comes in towards the chest. Press the hands together. Keep breathing. We know where we're going this time. So exhale, come into our airplane pose. Right leg comes back. Can bring the hands to the hips, square them off. Maybe this time we bring our hands back, palms face down. Inhale, let's come back in. Right knee towards our chest. Maybe we lift the hands this time. Exhale, swim the hands back, coming to our airplane pose. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, kick it back. Flex that right foot, bend into that left knee, drop that right foot back with control. Sweep up, inhale, crescent lunge. And this time we're gonna rock that right foot forward to meet the left. So step that right foot forward, extended mountain, reach up nice and high. And then exhale, let's sit really low for our chair pose this time. One breath, inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, soften and bow, let it go, forward fold. Drop the head. Few breaths here. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, frame the feet, step or hop it back, flow through your vinyasa or come straight to downward facing dog. So listen to your body, skip what you need, add on where you need. And we'll meet in downward facing dog when we get there. So this time, right leg lifts. We're gonna bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Come up onto our left toes. And this time we're gonna exhale that right knee to our nose. So from here, we're gonna bring that right knee closer towards our chest. On an inhale, and then exhale, we're gonna hover it 1 inch off the mat. Inhale up, exhale, hover. Inhale up, exhale, hover. Inhale up, step it forward, crescent lunge. You got it. Let's roll up. Nice and strong in our warrior stance. And then from here, bring that left knee in towards the chest. Been here before. Exhale, let's start to kick out airplane pose. Hands can come by our sides. Chest is still nice and open. Inhale, let's bring that knee back in towards the chest. Lift the arms. Exhale to our airplane. Inhale, knee comes in. Exhale, airplane. Little micro bend in that standing knee. And then let's start to bend into that right knee a little bit more. Drop that left leg back. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Exhale, frame out your front foot. And we'll flow through our vinyasa. So inhaling to our back bend, up dog or cobra. And then exhaling it up and back, downward dog. Recenter, a few breaths here. So we're building heat, we're building strength. Everything in yoga is related to our core. So we're building a nice core and really helping to strengthen and protect the low back with our strong core muscles. So left leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip. Exhale, left knee to nose. Hold it here, inhale, bring it up a little higher. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Exhale, hover. Inhale up. Step through, crescent lunge. Roll it up, inhale. From here, right knee comes in towards the chest. Been here before, so start to kick that right foot back with control, coming to our airplane pose. Inhale, knee comes to the chest. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, airplane. This time, bend into that left knee. Let's drop that right foot back. Sweep the arms up really high, gaze up. And then let's step that right foot forward to meet the left. Extended mountain. And then exhale, forward fold. Drop the head, bring the feet hips distance apart. And then maybe walk them out a little bit more. We're going to come to Malasana. So big toes out, heels in. Maybe they're coming off the edges of the mat. And then slowly we're going to bring the sit bones down, coming into our squat here. So elbows come into the knees come into the elbows. We have that push and pull. So we're here opening our chest. Maybe we find a little sway side to side. And if your heels don't come down, that's fine. You can actually just rock them a little side to side. Start to get a bit of a feel for what it's like to have the heels down. Okay, so then find a little more space, press those elbows in a little bit more. And then we're gonna lift the elbows, see how it feels. Maybe lift the tailbone a little bit more. Keep breathing, welcome the shake. Then elbows come back down, a little bit more support. Bring the sit bones down to the mat. We're gonna bring the legs up for Navasana. You can grab behind the thighs here. Keep breathing. And then we're actually gonna bring the feet down, bring the hands behind us, setting up for some core. So the hands can actually face out to either side, maybe a little diagonally on the mat. And then we're gonna inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, knees in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, knees in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, knees in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale in. 2 more. Inhale to lengthen, exhale in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale in. Let's sit 4 this time. Inhale just where you are, and then exhale, sigh it out. Just 1 more, just like that. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out, let it go. So come back to just where we are, hands behind us. We're gonna do so you can either bring the knees up like this, and then we're just gonna do some oblique exercises. So you can drop the knees over to the left, bring the gaze to the right, and then do either side. Or if you want more of a challenge, you can bring the legs nice and long here on the inhale, and then press the feet together, press the toe mounds together. Exhale, open the knees, bring those legs over to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back through center, lengthen. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. 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 Exhale, right. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the legs down. Inhale, just where you are. And then exhale, sigh it out. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's roll all the way onto our backs. Let the feet come to the outside edges of the mat, and then we're going to let the knees come in together. I think it's called constructive resting pose. Hands can come wherever is comfortable for you. They can be 1 hand on your belly, 1 hand on your heart. Just laying here, just feeling the rise and fall of our breath, appreciating our bodies, sense of gratitude for what they can do and for ourselves for showing up today. And bring the knees into the chest, give ourselves a big hug around the shins. You can rock side to side. Maybe happy baby feels good here. You can grab the outside edges of the feet, kick the feet into the hands. Try and drop that tailbone down towards the mat. Bring those knees up into the armpits. And really kick those feet into the hands here. You can rock a little side to side if that feels good. If you're in happy baby, release, bring the knees back into the chest. You can grab behind the thighs. And we're going to start to rock and roll forward and back in our mats. If you don't want to do this, you're more than welcome to just come to standing at the front of your mat. It can feel really nice on your spine though. So just find some nice rock and rolls, get some momentum going. And then maybe today we can just stand straight up, reach up, extended mountain. And this time, exhale, forward fold. You can bend your knees here. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to bring the hands to the mat. And then we're going to really, really, really spread the fingers, claw into the mat. So we're working on our crow pose here. So it's a little crow flow. So if crow isn't quite in your practice yet, we're just going to get in position. And you can maybe lift one toe or maybe just feel it out. So we're going to come up onto our toes, bring those knees up into the armpits, bring the gaze forward, and then we're going to start to shift forward and back. So maybe that's enough for you today. Really, really engage that belly, draw the belly in towards the spine, or maybe you come up onto your toes, bring the weight into your hands, lift those feet a little. So wherever you are, as you're coming out, we're going to drop right foot down, step that left foot back into warrior two. Reach the arms out to either side, gaze over that right middle fingers, front knee over front ankle, track it towards the second and third toe, press into the outside edge of that back foot. Flip the palms, reverse your warrior, right hand up and over. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow, right knee, left hand comes straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe we drop it down and in front over the head. Breathing. Inhale back up, warrior two. This time we're going to pivot on that back foot, drop that left hand down to meet the right, coming to our crescent lunge towards the front of the mat. Inhale. Nice. Left knee comes in towards the chest, been there before. And then we're coming into our tree pose. So you bring the sole of that left foot above or below the knee, or you can use it as a kickstand. Wherever you are, just find your tree. Try not to dump all the weight into one side. Try and keep the hips nice and even. Belly's engaged. Upper body is nice and soft. Maybe we even lift our hands, grow our tree. And then we're going to bring that left knee in towards the chest and just drop it down. Hands come down through prayer. Bow the chin to the chest for a breath. Then soft knees, bend, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, soften and bow forward, fold. So you can bend the knees, walk the feet out to whatever distance you're comfortable with for your crow entry. And then nice soft bend in the elbows, come up onto your toes. We're going to bring those knees towards the armpits, gaze forward, claw into your mat. And maybe we're just here, so we're going to demonstrate just maybe not flying. So this time we're just going to bring that left foot into the center, step that right foot back, open up, warrior two. Flip the palms, reverse your warrior, left hand up and over. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep breathing. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop that right hand down, pivot on the back foot, crescent lunge towards the front of the mat. Nice and light in that right foot, bring it in towards the chest, knee up. This time find tree pose on your right side. So sole of that right foot comes above or below that left knee. Hands can come to prayer first. And maybe we grow our tree. Find your drishti, so find your gaze. Or maybe even just soften your gaze, soften the eyes. Right knee's going to come in towards the chest. Drop it down to meet the left. Inhale, reach a little higher, extended mountain. Exhale, soften and bow. You're going to do that one more time. So walk the feet out to whatever distance feels good. Palms come to the mat. Take whatever version you want of your crow pose right now. So maybe you're working it. Maybe you lift the feet. Keep breathing. Drop that right foot down. Step that left foot back, coming into our warrior two. Inhale, flip the palms, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, swim that left hand down. Pivot on the back foot, crescent lunge towards the front of your mats. Left knee is coming in towards the chest. Inhale. This time, exhale, drop that left knee over the right. We're going to tuck that right left foot behind that right foot. Left arm comes under for our eagle pose. So if you can't get the double wrap, you can always just leave your hands like this. You can bring the pinky and the thumb together. You can give yourself a big hug. It's just that you're opening the chest here. So keep breathing, maybe sink a little lower in the hips. And then unravel, left knee comes up and towards the chest. And exhale, drop it down, shake it out. Extend that mountain and then forward fold all the way down to our mats. Walk the feet out. Come into your version of your crow pose. Gaze forward. This time left foot drops down, right foot steps back. Open up, warrior two. Flip the palms, reverse your warrior, left hand up and over. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop that right hand down, pivot on the back foot, crescent lunge. Right knee in towards your chest. Drop that right foot on over, right arm under, eagle pose. Lift the elbows, draw the belly in, and just let those shoulder blades come down the back. Inhale to unravel, right knee in towards your chest. Exhale, drop it down, hands come down through prayer. We bow the head for a breath. Then nice and soft, bend the knees, reach up, extended mountain, look up. Exhale, soften and bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, frame the feet, step it back, high plank. So really press the mat away here. Drop the heels towards the back of the mat. Try and bring the shoulders over the wrists. And then we're going to walk that left hand underneath that left shoulder in the center of the mat. Come to our side plank. So stack the feet, reach that right hand up nice and high. Inhale. You can always drop that left knee if you need to. And then exhale, we're going to bring that right hand down and under our body. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right hand down and through. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, down and through. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Come back to that high plank. And then we're going to bring that right hand into the center. Side plank, right side. So lift the hips up nice and high. Reach that left hand towards the ceiling. And then on an exhale, we're going to bring that left hand down and through. You can bring the gaze to follow. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, down and through. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, down and through. Last one, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it back down, high plank. Shift back into your downward facing dog, pedal it out. And then we're gonna drop the knees down onto the mat. Coming into our cow pose on an inhale. And exhaling to our cat. Inhaling to our cow. And then exhaling to our cat. Coming back to that tabletop position. Let's walk the hands out, coming into our extended puppy pose that we were in at the start of class. Let's walk back into that tabletop position. I'm going to cross the legs behind us, sit back through, setting up for Paschimottanasana, so seated forward fold. So you can bring the legs nice and long. You're going to flex the feet towards the face. Move any muscle away from the sit bone that you might need, and then draw the belly in. So we're going to reach up on the inhale, and then exhale, length before depth. So come forward first before we bring our head down. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just matters what it feels like. So inhaling to finding a little bit extra length, and then exhaling to fold a little deeper. Let's roll it up. And then we're going to bring our hands behind us. Fingers are going to face towards our heels. We're going to bring the soles of the feet hip distance apart, and we're coming into reverse tabletop. So lift the hips up nice and high. You can leave the head and neck down if that feels good, or you can always keep it nice and neutral. So press into the feet, press into the heels, and then slowly exhale. Let's bring the sit bones down to the mat. We're going to come all the way onto our backs, bring the knees into the chest for just a breath or two, rocking and rolling side to side. So from here, we're going to take pigeon on our backs. So sole of the left foot is going to be on the mat. We're going to bring that right ankle over that left knee. So maybe here is enough for you today, and then you can nice flex that right foot, keep it nice and alive, or you can thread the needle and grab behind that left thigh. So keep the right foot alive. Maybe you find some nice easy movement here, swaying side to side. Then we're going to drop that left foot back down. We're actually going to cross that right thigh over the left, almost like we're doing eagle legs. Shift the hips to the right, and then we're going to drop the hips over to the left. You can bring the gaze over that right hand for a supine twist here. If it's too much, you don't have to do the wrap. You can unravel. Just have both knees together. Come back through center. And then we're going to take that pigeon on the left side. So sole of the right foot comes down. Left heel comes over that right knee. This side is a little trickier for me, so you might notice a big difference. Maybe you thread the needle. Remembering to keep opening that hip. Let's drop that right sole of the foot down. Left thigh comes over that right knee. And then we're going to shift the hips to the left and drop those legs over to the right. Let's come back through center and bring the knees into the chest. Last time, one last big hug. And then we're going to bring that nose up towards the knees. Really curl up into a really tight small ball. And then on an exhale, Shavasana. Legs come nice and long. I'm going to tuck the shoulder blades underneath the heart space. Just create some room in the chest. Palms face open by our sides. And just allow yourself these last few moments of deep rest. Release any control that you might still have over your breath. And allow your breath to travel back to neutral. Feel the muscles and the bones grow heavy. And feel a sense of peace. So if you have time today, I invite you to stay for as long as you can in this wonderful resting pose. But for the rest of us, just start to bring some small movement back to your body. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. If it feels good, you can bring that into a full body stretch. And then let's roll over onto our right side into a fetal position just for a breath. Keeping the eyes closed or the eyelids nice and heavy. And then let's press up to Sukhasana, easy seat at the front of our mat. Let the hands fall wherever they land. And then we're just going to bow the chin towards the chest. Allowing our practice to sink in. And perhaps revisiting the intention that we set at the start of class. Think about one thing you can take off your mat with you. Let's blink the eyelashes open. Thank you everyone for practicing with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. We bow and say namaste.